Yeah, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to talk about, mindset switch, a turnaround. When I was working full-time, or more than full-time, I'm sure you guys can relate to that. When you're working, 40, 50 hour a week or so, you're conditioned, your body was conditioned, your mindset was conditioned at a certain way. In a sense of, if you don't work, you don't get paid. That was that was in my mind. I had the mentality. It was drummed in my head for a very long time that if you don't work, you don't get paid. I think that is how I see things when I was working in a job. And I'm sure you all can relate to that. If you don't work, you don't get paid. Even if you have a full-time job, there's only a certain number of days that you can take off before you have to go back to work. So that was my biggest fear as a provider, as a dad, as a breadwinner, let's say. If you don't work, you don't get paid. So I had that mentality drum on me for 10 plus years. Yeah. So about more than that, like 20 years nearly. So you gotta work in order for you to get paid, because if you don't work, if you stop work, that means you're not gonna get paid. That means you can't pay all of the bills or provide food on the table. That was my thing. And then my mind, I had to find a different way, and that's when my mind have to change a little bit, the way I think. A mind shift of, how would I be able to receive money without me working? That was my second mind shift, let's say. I changed my mind somehow. And then I was working on that day in, day out for about a year or two, and I was able to achieve that. But because I had the thing in my mind is like, you gotta work, you gotta work. If you don't work, you wasted a day. If you wasted a day, that means you didn't earn whatever dollar it is for that day. You're a failure. That was in my head. You don't work, you don't get paid, you're a failure, you cannot provide for your family. I mean, you lost X amount of dollars on that day. So, especially when you're a contractor, it's a simple fact is that it's like, if you don't get a job, then you don't get paid. And that was done into me like for a long time. In fact, sometimes till this day, I still have that fear, because my mind has been conditioned a certain way that if you don't work, you don't get paid. And some days I even just work just for the hell of working, because that's what I know, that's what I've been conditioned. Not because like I have to, it's because like what else am I going to be doing? Because that's what I know, that's what I've been doing, that I've been taught. And sometimes like I work just for the hell of working. It doesn't make any sense. I don't have a direction where I need to go. And yes, working for someone else, it means that you're making someone else is wealthy. That's what a job is. So this year, I had to change my mindset in the sense of, I'm gonna stop that. I'm going to stop working for someone else. I'm gonna dedicate at least 1, 2, 3, whatever days that I have, whatever time frame that I have, and dedicated the growth on me and the growth on this channel. So my aim is giving you guys all of the information that I have and change my mindset, as in I shouldn't be working for someone else, I gotta work on me. Because I remember someone else telling me this: no one else is important than you. You are the most important person there is in this world. If you don't take care of yourself, nobody is going to take care of you. That is somewhat true. So true. I felt that when I was in the very lowest part of my life. I felt that when I was, I guess, when I was in the ditch or so, when I felt like I was a failure, and my mind have to change into something like, okay, then how can I get back up if someone else can do that? And the fact that you're able to create a system or create find a way, but because your mind's still thinking of you need to work, sometimes there's an obstacle barrier there. Like sometimes it's a bit weird, like having a passive income, or greater than what your paycheck is. Sometimes it's a bit weird, because here I am working and I know for sure I'm going to receive X amount of dollars every week from my property. Like sometimes it doesn't make sense. Like I looked at my wife alone. I guess, like, if you work, that means you earn, let's assume of let's say $200 a day or something. But your property, without you working alone, is providing you, let's say, $300. So without you working alone, every week, you know for sure you'll be earning $300. I mean, it's great that you work and earn that extra money, but you are, in a sense, of working on someone else's term, not on your term. So this year, as of this year anyway, as of 2020, January 2020, I've dedicated my life, let's say, or until further notice, to grow this channel, to give you all the knowledge. So hopefully you guys can actually utilize that, the knowledge that I have, and hopefully you can apply it in your life. So, and sometimes, like, what I'm trying to say is there's bound to be a certain obstacle along the way that you'll be receiving. Even when you get there, when you get to whatever that dollar figure is, once you get there, you're still feeling like, I need to go to work because I have that fear of, if I don't work, I don't earn money. So it scares me. Like, I was working for about 15 years of my life, working full time plus. So, and here I am now. I have to provide for 4 mouths to feed, plus some. And when I looked at my bank account, for every dollar that I spend, I get given back $1. Let's say $1.50 or something. That was still not in my mindset, and that's kind of weird. That I'm able to just stay at home if I want to, but there's only so many times that I can stay at home to watch TV. So that's the reason why this channel actually being built, in a sense. So yeah, my mindset have to change in a sense of, I gotta get comfortable earning an income without me working. So it sounded a bit weird beforehand, like I need to work every single hour out there, every waking moment I have to work, working really hard. At what cost can you work? But if you work slightly differently, if you work slightly smartly, in a sense, you are able to work one time and have a residual income throughout. What I meant is this: I bought a property that require a work, then I sold that property that create another work, but my cash flow after I bought it and sell it, the income stream from it, it's non-stop. So in a sense, yes, there's a time where I have to work to acquire the property. There's another time where I have to sell the property. That's another work. But working in those two areas later on provide you an income like non-stop income stream. That's it. So there's two sections that I work, and that's it. So you buy it, you sell it, but you're still receiving the income from it. That's the system that I work on. Some people, on the other hand, you buy the property, you sell the property, you make the profit, and that's it. Whereas me, I buy it, I sell it, I made a lifetime of income cash flow. So my thinking process has to be a little bit different, and the way I do things a little bit different than your typical, I guess, investor or real estate agent or so. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace.